Hi, and welcome to If You're Listening podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Farai.
And my name is Lorraine. And you're probably wondering, why on earth is it called If You're Listening? Well, because really, if you're listening,
this is for you. So today's chosen topic is being a kept woman versus being independent. So the Macmillan Dictionary says, a kept woman is a woman who is given a home and money by a man who she has a sexual relationship with. People often also use kept man humorously about a man.
Is that what you had in mind? Is that the definition? Is that what you thought it would be?
Yes. However, in today's generation, I do know women who are classed as a kept woman, but they have no sexual relationship with a man.
Right.
So I don't think it's always a woman who has a sexual relationship with the guy.
Okay.
But overall, I do agree with it, yeah. And yourself?
I do agree. But like you said, I didn't know that, the person had to have a sexual relationship with the person, right? Can you be a kept woman, but still be living off, daddy's money?
So that basically that little bit of independence
right.
At the same time.
Right, that's the thing. But I think that is the definition that I sort of had in mind.
Yes.
That it's somebody who is willing to just sit back
and let the man
do all the work and let the man, pay the bills. But at the same time, is this idea of, okay, is being a kept woman, like for example, back in the day, you know how the woman used to stay home, housewife.
Yep.
Is that a kept woman? Our generation's definition of
a kept woman.
Instead of saying a housewife, right? Like you're staying home, looking after the kids, making sure everything at home is okay.
Whilst the man is just looking after everything and taking care of you, basically.
Right.
But you look after the children. Interesting, maybe, but what are social media saying about being a kept woman?
So social media is saying, somebody said on Twitter, there's nothing wrong with being a kept woman. Who doesn't like being taken care of?
But I feel as though being taken care of, everyone has their own definition.
Right.
What is being taken care of? If your man is going to take care of you, what is that?
See, that involves so much. For me personally, right, you can take care of me financially, you can take care of me emotionally, and I think that for me being taken care of, because I know I can do the financial side, everything else by myself, I feel like take care of me emotionally, take care of me mentally. Do you know what I mean? I feel like so many people, when they think of being taken care of, they think of financial stability, right? But it's so much more than that. Like, can he take care of you? Not that you can't take care of yourself, but since we're together, you're going to affect my emotions, you're going to affect my mental well-being, but are you able to take care of that as well as obviously financially?
And as well as taking care of yourself as well. Can he take care of himself?
Right.
I feel like no man can take care of a woman properly, should I say, unless they can take care of themselves.
Oh, word. Talk about it.
So yeah, that's just my take on it. However, there was Jeannie May from The Real, and she spoke out about being submissive to her husband. No, her soon-to-be husband, sorry. I think his name is Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
And she basically said, long story short, she already makes decisions in her life, but when she comes home, she wants her man to lead. She's not saying that whatever he says she's going to do, but she just wants him to kind of, okay, so I think we should do this, I think we should do that, and he will make the decisions knowing her values and what she also likes.
Right.
So he will confidently lead them to where they need to be.
Right.
So when I heard that definition, I said, okay, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But that wasn't really the definition that had ever been spoken about before.
Yeah.
So I think when everyone heard this, they were like, okay, it is nice to be, I guess, submissive in that way, knowing that your man is going to confidently lead you guys to the right destination.
Exactly. That's the thing. And I feel like people do have a love-hate relationship with the S word.
Yeah.
Submission.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many people think that submission is okay. you're doing everything that your man says. If he says go left, we're going left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I liked her definition. Like, no, it's not me agreeing with everything that you say, but it's trusting that you know me well enough.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, this is where we can go together.
Confidently following his
lead. And I feel like there's so much freedom if you allow it in submission. I don't think it has to be like a cage thing.
No, not at all.
I don't think it does. But I feel like obviously the connotation with that word is that like, okay, women are doing, everything that the man says.
But the way she put it was nice. And when I heard her say that, I kind of was like, okay, maybe I wouldn't mind being submissive.
You don't mind being submissive,
I
right?
wouldn't mind at home. If my man, obviously if there's trust and you both have the same values, you both know what you want and he understands what you want and you understand what he wants, I feel like just naturally he will, as I keep saying, confidently lead you to the right destination.
I love that. I love how you said if there's trust.
There has to be trust.
Can 100%. I trust you to lead us?
And if I can't, we're not going anywhere. I'm staying at home. Right? I'm staying at home.
Can I trust
I'm
you?
staying at home. I can't do it.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. So yes, how she said it, I 100% agree. However, though, I would like to class myself as an independent woman.
Oh, come on now. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know we're talking about like being submissive and stuff. Yeah. So do you think she would say she's a kept woman? But I think she's both then in that aspect.
From going off our definition of what a kept woman is, where a woman who's given a home and money by a man, no, she's not a kept woman.
No, she makes her own money.
So I would not say she's a kept woman. I just think her and her husband, her soon-to-be husband, they know the role that they each play in the household.
Yeah.
So it just works well for them.
Right. Okay.
For some people, it's not going to work because you feel like possibly your boyfriend or your husband, your partner is going in this direction, you're going in this direction, and you just wouldn't trust him to lead you to make the right decisions, basically.
Yeah. I hear that.
But when it comes to being an independent woman, what's that song? No, that's not even sorry, the Miss Independent, Neo.
Oh,
that's the song, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But that wasn't the song I was singing.
That was
yeah. So an independent woman, the Google definition is a woman who pays her own bills, buys her own things, and does not allow a man to affect her stability or self-confidence.
Oh,
wow, what a definition.
What a definition.
Do you know what? I was not expecting that does not allow a man to affect her stability or self-confidence.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's the... Wow, I feel like we have to take a second
to
really process what we've just read.
Because if I'm going to be honest...
Yeah?
I can definitely relate with everything before that.
Okay, exactly,
Have I sometimes allowed somebody to affect my emotional stability?
I think we all have.
But does that make me not independent?
No, I don't agree with that definition. Not to a certain extent, no, because just naturally, male or female, your partner can and will most likely affect your stability or self at one point in your life, whether that's someone who you just know wasn't right. Just we've all kind of allowed it to happen. Not that we wanted it to happen, but it's happened. Yeah. But I don't think that takes away from us being independent. Not at all.
I don't think it does. But I also think that you can be independent.
Yeah.
You can pay your own bills. You can buy your own stuff, but still allow a man to splash out on you every once in a while.
We like it. Why not?
Why?
For a man to just...
But I feel like sometimes then when we fully take on this title, I'm independent, it now becomes a war. It now becomes a pride thing. Because I'm like, I'm independent, I can get my own things.
Do you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because I say recently, but let's say about a year ago, I went on a date, should I say, guys? A little date. And I think my pride, this whole being independent thing got in the way because I basically left my purse at home. Yeah. And when I say a date...
Was it a date or not?
No, it was just, let me just get to know you. just went for a drive. Let's
Okay.
go for the drive, yeah. And I left my purse at home, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing you now. Like, I'm gonna, because I need to go buy some things. Anyways, he was like, no, let's just go to Tesco. Cool. Well, it was Tesco, guys, Tesco. Let's just go to Tesco. I got my purse, and he didn't let me get my purse, and he drove past my place to Tesco. And I said, but what are you doing? I need to get my purse.
Right.
He was like, it's fine, like I can just pay. I said, no way in hell are you paying for what? So I got out of the car. He stopped at Tesco. I got out of the car and I walked home.
You walked home?
And he ran to come and get me because he was like, why are you being so silly? Like, it's just I just wanted grapes.
So you...
because I was so, like, I just wanted to pay for my own things, and I wanted to show him that I was independent.
Right.
And I went home and I told my mum and my auntie, and they were like, he knew you were independent.
Right.
You didn't have to cause such a scene. So can you see how sometimes being too independent can just...
It can, because it makes you make irrational decisions. You were going to go home, walk home.
Yes. And I did.
And
I didn't get back in the car, no.
You didn't get back in the car? No. Yeah.
So was I in the wrong? Was I in the wrong?
I mean, see,
Can you understand?
I can understand.
Yeah.
Because it does take a lot to move your pride out the way. Like, you're in this mindset and that's all you've known. And then somebody's like, hey, let me come take care of you. It's like, but I've been doing it.
For so long. Yeah.
So I think it does take us being like, okay, it's okay.
To kind of just
to
let someone, because we all like to be spoiled, but you will never be spoiled if you never allow someone to spoil you.
Right, that's the thing.
So if someone wants to spoil you and you just keep saying no,
exactly,
then they're not gonna. How can you expect that if you keep saying no, if you keep declining it, basically?
Exactly, that's the thing. So you definitely call yourself an independent.
Yes, I would. What would you call yourself?
I would say I am. I would say I would. I'm stuttering.
Because you don't know. What are you?
I would say I am, but I'm also not allowed. I'm also not afraid to let somebody else take care of me. But that's definitely been a journey.
Yep.
To getting there. It's definitely been okay. No, it's okay. Like, drop your guard down. And I think so much comes from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And how, men can, really have pride. And just from observing, what's around me, culture, etc., that I think it's taken a lot to be like, okay, no, let me move from this mindset.
Yes.
And that not everybody is like that. There's genuine people that are trying to, take care of you.
Exactly.
And it's so crazy because I think naturally, but this is just my opinion, guys. Safe space over here.
Safe space, guys.
My opinion that men are natural providers.
Okay, yes.
I do think they're supposed to be. Some of them aren't, but I do.
Would you say a real man is
a natural provider?
Okay, yeah.
Right. Do you know what? I think he's a natural provider. So then if I now have a man who's like that, and he's a natural provider, but I'm still trying to keep this whole independent mentality going, we're going to clash at one point.
You're going to clash. It's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. So I guess it's just me being like, okay, I can still be independent, but then allow you to provide, allow you to play out your role and to really fulfill your potential in that aspect.
So being submissive at home.
Being submissive at home.
As Jeannie May said, being submissive at home. Because you lead, you make all the decisions in your life outside of your home.
Right.
But when you come home, you just want to be able to relax and be like, he's got full control. And I know that, as I keep saying, guys, he's going to confidently lead us to where we need to be.
Exactly.
So yes, I'd say all in all, to conclude, what am I? No, what do I want to be? I would like to be, still being independent.
Yeah.
But, what did you say, Lorraine? Allow him to... No, there was something that... How did you say it? How did you word it? I liked how you worded it.
Sis, can I remember?
So basically, to still be independent, but allow him to take control to allow myself to be spoiled.
Yeah, allow yourself.
Allow my partner to provide.
Yes.
I'm going to say it like that. I have to change my mindset but I am working on it.
You're working on it.
Because growth, I am working on it. So We will get there slowly but surely. We
Slowly
will get
but
there.
surely we'll get there. I'm here for that, and I definitely agree. I would say I'm that.
You're there.
Yeah, I'm that. So you guys, I don't know what you guys think. Let us know. On Twitter, tweet us
At if you're listening, and on Instagram as well, at if you're listening, and use the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag if you're listening.
That's it. Let us know your thoughts. We want to talk. We want to have a conversation about this.
We do.
And also, join us next week.
What have we got, Lorraine?
Oh my days, next week.
What have we got? It's exciting, guys. I think
We
you're
are
gonna love
joined
this
by an influencer.
and who goes by the name of
Miss R Fabulous. You might know her.
Yes. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that you guys do know who she is.
Exactly. When we're talking about BBLs.
BBL.
I'm excited.
Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
If you're listening, we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
See ya.